I'm not fighting no more. Kelly, let me do my job. I just told you I didn't want to do no interviews, and you said you are going to do interviews. Now you told me to do interviews. Now you're trying to take me away from them. No. Let me show Dante's Boxing Nation some love.
Any excuses after May 2nd for either fighter, for Mayweather or for your fighter?
It shouldn't be. I mean, the best man will win, and we'll go from there.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So you heard it. You heard what Freddie Roach said right there in an interview I did with him promoting the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight. I asked him the question, will there be any excuses if Manny Pacquiao loses to Floyd Mayweather? And we all know that after Manny Pacquiao lost to Floyd Mayweather, almost the first thing that came out of Manny Pacquiao's mouth after the fight, when he did his post-fight interview in the ring, was an excuse of why he lost. And then he changed his story the very next day. But that's a whole nother video going deeper into his contradictions. The bottom line is, this is the reason why Manny Pacquiao never got the immediate rematch, because he tried to make these excuses. Because Floyd Mayweather was already talking about giving Manny Pacquiao an immediate rematch. And then once Floyd Mayweather found out that Manny Pacquiao's excuses for why he lost, that's when he said, okay, you just messed up your shot. I'm not giving you a rematch now. And now more recently, Floyd Mayweather, he just said that Manny Pacquiao is basically trying to live off of his name. He knows that his name will always be associated with Floyd Mayweather. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and quote exactly what Floyd had to say. Quote, I find it real ironic how every time Pacquiao's name is brought up in the media, my name is always attached to it. This man's entire legacy and career has been built off of its association with my name. And it's about time you all stop using my brand for clout chasing and clickbait and let that man's name hold weight of its own. For years, all you heard was that Floyd is afraid of Manny Pacquiao, but what's funny is, when we finally fought, I won so easily that everyone had to eat their words. All of the so-called boxing experts, critics, and jealous American quote-unquote fan base either went mute and ran from cover and made every excuse in the world as to why I should give Manny Pacquiao a rematch. My take on all this bullshit is that y'all all just upset that I broke Rocky Marciano's record and hate the fact that a black high school dropout outsmarted you all by beating all odds and retiring undefeated while maintaining all my faculties simply by making smart choices and even smarter investments. Ultimately, I will always have the last laugh. End quote. Just some quick fun facts. Did you guys know that Benjamin Franklin was a high school dropout? The man that has his picture on our $100 bills? Did you guys know that Walt Disney was a high school dropout? One of the most successful news journalists, Peter Jennings, was a high school dropout. And he even admitted that he was too lazy, he was bored of school, and he could not pass his final year because of those reasons. He said he loved girls and comic books and just was not interested in school. Someone else that dropped out of school at a very early age was Manny Pacquiao. And then you even have some presidents in the US where some could read, some couldn't read at all. Some could barely spell. Like George Washington, he could barely spell, he could barely read. And why am I bringing this all up? I'm bringing this all up because this proves that intelligence is not just based on how well you can memorize the answers to a test. It's based on you showing a higher level of intelligence in whatever it is you do. And we know that Floyd Mayweather has always said, it doesn't matter if you're faster than me, stronger than me, taller than me, younger than me. None of that matters because I'm going to be smarter than you in the ring. And that's what Floyd Mayweather has showed over and over again in the ring. He showed that he has a much higher IQ, boxing IQ, than anyone that has got in the ring with him. I mean, it's really crazy when you really think about it. You look at what Floyd Mayweather did to Manny Pacquiao 4 years ago. This was a Manny Pacquiao, at the time, he was considered pound for pound top 3, one of the best fighters in the world. So Floyd Mayweather is fighting a much younger Manny Pacquiao. On top of that, Floyd is older than Manny Pacquiao, and he dominates him. And Keith Thurman, a guy who was way younger than Floyd Mayweather, couldn't even beat him. Manny Pacquiao, that is. Now, and I know some of you guys are gonna say, but hey, Dante, you know Manny Pacquiao didn't want to be subjected to random style VADA testing. Yeah, I know that. But my point is, even if Manny Pacquiao was being tested the proper way he should have been tested, we know that Keith Thurman would have at least still struggled with Manny Pacquiao. He would not have beat him as easy as Floyd Mayweather did. Matter of fact, even when Floyd Mayweather beat Shane Mosley, I'm just giving you guys a little bit of contrast. When Floyd Mayweather beat Shane Mosley, he beat a Shane Mosley that was considered the #1 best welterweight in the world at the time that Floyd Mayweather beat him. Shane Mosley had just came off of a knockout win over Antonio Margarito, right? Now get this, when Canelo fought a much older, way past his prime Shane Mosley, Canelo Alvarez, he struggled against that Shane Mosley compared to Floyd Mayweather, who dominated a much younger Shane Mosley. You see where I'm getting at? And I know right now, and this is pissing the racists off right now, I know right now their blood is boiling listening to all these facts, because that's one thing they hate. They hate when you drop facts on a black fighter, especially when it's irrefutable. But if y'all gonna keep watching these videos, you're gonna keep getting the whole truth over here. Juan Manuel Marquez, he had to fight Pacquiao 4 times to finally beat him with no controversy. Every time they fought, matter of fact, leading all the way up into the round that Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez, it was always a seesaw battle, no matter who you thought won the fight. Well, by way of contrast, Floyd Mayweather, he dominated Manny Pacquiao, once again with no controversy. Manny Pacquiao had to fight Marquez 4 times, and he struggled against Marquez all 4 times. Floyd Mayweather fights him 1 time, and he plays with him, dominates him like he's a sparring partner. Canelo Alvarez, everyone that has fought Canelo Alvarez has either struggled with Canelo or lost against him. You know, even though a lot of people believe Lara beat Canelo, the fight was still close enough to go either way. Austin Trout, he lost to Canelo Alvarez. Danny Jacobs, he lost to Canelo Alvarez. And by the way, all of these fighters were bigger and younger than Floyd Mayweather. The small Floyd Mayweather, oh, and I forgot to mention, Golovkin struggled 2 times against Canelo. Regardless if you think Golovkin won or lost, it's obvious he struggled against Canelo both times. The smallest guy out of all those fighters that I just mentioned that fought against Canelo Alvarez beat him decisively. You know, I remember when I was at the Floyd Mayweather gym doing interviews, and some fans came in from Mexico. You know, this gym, fans are always coming into the Mayweather gym from all different countries. But some fans had came in this day from Mexico, and I interviewed them. Matter of fact, the video is still up. You could probably search Mexican fans from Mexico at Mayweather gym, something like that. The video should pop up. But I end up asking them some questions. What brought you guys all the way out here? And they told me, they said, look, we were big Canelo Alvarez fans, but when we seen what Floyd Mayweather did to Canelo Alvarez, that made us become fans instantly. This is what he told me. They talked about how they were so impressed what he was able to do with a much younger Canelo Alvarez. This is exactly what they said. Now, the irony of that is we already know, obviously, not too many Mexican fans would be that honest and say something like that, at least not Mexican fans that live in America. But the hypocrisy of it all is funny, because despite the fact that everyone knows that Manny Pacquiao did not do any random drug testing, any Nevada-style random drug testing for the Keith Thurman fight, and with people like Teddy Atlas, Eddie Hearn, implying that maybe Manny Pacquiao was cheating, meaning maybe he was doping. Despite all of this, because Manny Pacquiao is on the hope list and he has his hope insurance, these fans will still sit over here and say, hey man, stop making excuses, stop trying to take away credit from Manny Pacquiao's win. But yet these are the same fans that made excuses for Manny Pacquiao losing to Floyd Mayweather. These are also still the same fans that made excuses when Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo Alvarez, when Floyd Mayweather beat Marquez, when he beat Mosley, and the list just goes on and on and on. Something else I noticed, Floyd Mayweather, he said, you know, now all these fans want to make excuses why they want to see a rematch. But here comes more contradictions from them. You guys remember how many of these fans were talking about how the fight was so boring, et cetera, right? So if the fight was that boring, why would you even want a rematch? And you know Floyd Mayweather is even older now, right? So what that proves is they never thought the fight was boring deep down. They thought Floyd Mayweather winning the fight. You ever watch a basketball game or a football game and your favorite team is getting beat and you just turn the channel and you stop watching it? This is pretty much what many Pacquiao fans did. If they're not getting the results that they want to get, then they're gonna tell you it was a boring fight, et cetera, et cetera. The funny thing is, I just went back and just watched a little bit of that fight the other day. And what you will notice is throughout that fight, there were standing ovations. The crowd was cheering loud after almost every single round. Fans didn't start saying that the fight was boring until after they found out Floyd Mayweather won the fight. Because once again, this is therapeutic for a lot of these fans. They think making these excuses softens the blow, basically. But it doesn't. You either win or you lose. You're either a winner or you're a loser. That didn't make Manny Pacquiao feel any better if somebody patted him on his back and say, hey Manny, don't worry, the fight was boring. I hope that makes you feel better. Does that make any sense? Of course not. These fans don't give a damn about a fight being boring. If Manny Pacquiao's hand would have got raised that night and we watched the exact same fight, we already know because he's on the hope list, no one would have said the fight was boring. Just like none of them said that Tyson Fury was boring after he had his fight with Deontay Wilder. They don't care if the fight is boring as long as the guy on the hope list wins. That's why when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, they just want to see his expression when he loses for the first time. It's all about the results, not the fight for these fans. Something else Floyd Mayweather said that I've been telling you guys for quite some time. He said that fans, they keep linking or attaching his name to Manny Pacquiao's name. And it's funny because whenever Floyd Mayweather's name is being mentioned in a positive light, you'll have these fans saying, hey man, why do you have to bring Floyd Mayweather's name up? He's retired already. We don't even want to hear about him. We don't even want to know he exists anymore, right? These are the type of comments that people post. But then when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, then all of a sudden they want to bring up Floyd Mayweather's name. Just like these fans said, they can't wait till Floyd Mayweather retires, and then as soon as he gets a little older, they start saying they want him to come out of retirement and fight Canelo in a rematch. You fans can't have it both ways. Like I said, they only care about the results. I told you guys already, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao's names will always be synonymous. Just like Muhammad Ali's name and Joe Frazier's name will always be synonymous. I also told you guys it was going to be hard for Manny Pacquiao to retire knowing that he lost the most significant fight of the century. He lost the fight that was actually billed as the fight of the century. You know how big of a loss that is for Manny Pacquiao's career? That was the most important fight of his career. For Manny Pacquiao to lose to Floyd Mayweather, that's like Muhammad Ali losing to Joe Frazier and never getting a rematch. Imagine if Muhammad Ali would have lost that first fight and never got a rematch. Would Muhammad Ali be received the same way he's being received today? Absolutely not. And that's how the Manny Pacquiao loss looks, losing to Floyd Mayweather. But I told you guys there was one thing that Manny Pacquiao could do to kind of make up for losing to Floyd. I mean, he won't ever completely make up for it, but there's some things he could do to help him save face a little bit. And that's go the Roberto Duran route. Roberto Duran, who was infamously known for quitting against Sugar Ray Leonard, since he couldn't beat Sugar Ray Leonard, he went out and he ended up beating some young, hungry lions after that loss, which gained him a lot of respect back that he had actually lost when he quit against Sugar Ray Leonard. And this is pretty much what Manny Pacquiao is trying to do right now. Once again, Manny, he understands that he lost the most important fight of his career. He doesn't want to just be remembered. He doesn't want to retire and that be the last thing people remember. So now he's creating new memories for people to remember. And that's beating people like Keith Thurman. But I will just never understand, why would Manny Pacquiao not take VADA Olympic-style random drug testing when he already knows the suspicion that surrounds him in his whole career when it comes to PEDs? I mean, I'm talking to Pacquiao fans right now. Wouldn't you think that Pacquiao would want to leave no doubt? Wouldn't you think he would want to go out of his way to show the boxing world that he would never cheat to win a fight? Wouldn't you think he would do something like that? Why at a time like this, when you know everyone already suspects that you've been doping, you do something like that? You're supposed to do the complete opposite. But we'll talk more about that. I got some more videos I'm about to drop about that situation, since once again, so many people are coming out, you know, talking about it. Like I said, from Teddy Atlas to Eddie Hearn and other people. But with that being said, once again, this is what Manny Pacquiao is attempting to do. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Regardless, if he didn't get tested, he did look great against Keith Thurman. He looked like he was 22. I haven't seen him look that fast and that strong in quite some time. You know, so it is what it is. But there's no doubt about it. What Floyd Mayweather said, it made all the sense in the world. They are definitely pissed off that this black man, he continued to win. And he did outsmart the whole boxing game. I mean, we haven't even really talked too much about the success Floyd Mayweather had from a business perspective. Not only did Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao, but he got the bigger slice of the pie, and he ended up being the main promoter of the fight. Bob Arum wasn't even involved in that fight. That fight, the lead promotional company was Mayweather Promotions. And I remember hearing a whole bunch of old media members saying there's no way they're going to allow Floyd Mayweather to promote the fight, be the actual promoter. There's no way it's going to happen. Not only did it happen, but it ended up becoming the biggest fight in boxing history in terms of pay-per-view revenue. And that's what you call intelligence. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.